Hello, 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 and happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Dinner with Dawnese. This is part of our current challenge, which is our Ripple Effect Challenge. 4 weeks of experiencing and practicing and all the things with intentional living, and in that intentional living space, which is a powerful, beautiful space to be in. And I'm so glad that you're here. And however you found yourself to this live, welcome, welcome, welcome. This week's theme is so last week, first of all, we began with awareness and presence. And what is awareness and presence? And week 2 now of this challenge, this week's theme is the undertow. What is it that's operating constantly in ourselves that really sets us up for everything? And it's regulation. It's regulation in the nervous system. How do we regulate ourselves emotionally? How do we regulate and ground in our nervous system? So I've got some great questions for tonight, and I'm looking forward to sharing them with you, and or the responses to the questions and the responses. So I'm going to just dive right in. So the first question I have been given is, this is from someone, thank you, whoever submitted this. I've done so much personal development work. Why do I still react in ways that don't reflect who I want to be? Great question. There's a lot of times I meet with people who have done a lot of work, and honestly, sometimes they feel like they've arrived, they've done all the work, they've done all the things, and they are good. And my experience is not so much. So, because we all have blind spots, and we don't see ourselves. And so sometimes it's really great to be in a space, like the spaces we create lead the change, where we shine the mirror back at you. And you can see a reflection for all of the beautiful things, your brilliance, your awesomeness, and also some of those blind spots that you simply don't always see or aren't willing to see until that moment. So here's the thing, this question about having done the work, so much personal development work, why do I find myself still reacting? And really, this speaks directly to the frustration that many growth-oriented people feel. People who are constantly reading the books, listening to the books, going to the seminars, and all the things, because we know better intellectually. We know better. And yet, we still find ourselves snapping at our spouse or partner, our children. We shut down when there's conflict that arises, or we get overwhelmed, and not just occasionally, but often. So this question immediately relieves shame and introduces the idea that knowledge and the nervous system regulation are different things. So here's the thing, no matter how much work I have done, I am human. You are human. Sometimes we're going to react. And it's how we act in that moment when it does happen, how quick are we to clean it up. Now, I will tell you, as we regulate our nervous systems and we're intentional about it on a regular basis, coming from the heart, we're absolutely going to have less times that we react, because we're going to pause and we're going to be in whatever recognition and awareness of our feelings that are coming up. And then we choose how we react or respond versus react. And so yes, practicing this absolutely supports. And we are human, and sometimes we're gonna mess up. I even do myself. It's true. Much more rarely now than ever before, but occasionally I still have those moments. And the truth of the matter is I recognize it immediately now. And instead of harboring feelings, feeling justified or a martyr or victim, I immediately go to that person and I say, hey, you know what? I realize I reacted in this moment, and I acknowledge that it was me, and thank you for what you did create, what you did do for me. And what can we do better moving forward so that we communicate clearly, whatever it might be. I might have had a recent experience, right? So, and it was a misunderstanding, miscommunication, which is oftentimes what breaks down in our relationships. So bottom line is, no matter how much work we have done, key thing, we can know it. There's a key difference in living it, experiencing it, being integrated within us and embodied, and also know that we are human. It's true. We are. There's no perfect being out there, at least not that I've met. So question number 2, how do I know where my personality ends and where my survival patterns begin? Really great question. Again, it's amazing. I keep coming back to trauma and along all of this because there are very few humans, and maybe it's just my inner circle, but there are very few humans on the face of this planet who have not experienced some trauma. And so it is a great question because we oftentimes, and it's not even trauma related necessarily, as survival is just going in the motion every single day, repeating the same thing over and over and over and over again, moving forward kind of on that hamster wheel of life. And so that can be survival. So it doesn't even have to be deep as a traumatic experience or some loss or grief that we're experiencing. So this question in and of itself is like a huge aha, because people often believe I'm just this. I'm just anxious. I'm just a people pleaser. I was born this way. It's how I am, right? Like I am independent. I don't need anyone else. I'm a perfectionist. Whatever it is, these are not fixed personality traits. We were not born this way. We created over lifetime patterns and the map system that happens as we map over our lives and all of our lived experience. So in many cases, we've adapted and we've created adaptive strategies to navigate these things. And so this question shifts really in identity. And it's not about survival. It's about, okay, here I've adapted to this because of X, Y, and Z. But the truth is, you can change any part of who you choose to be. Whatever differences you want to create in your life, you can choose to do that. Now, I know I'm going to go into this topic, like some people who experience mental health challenges, depression, anxiety, the whole gamut of everything. I get it. I've seen it in my own life and myself and also others who I love. And I get that there's times that it is more challenging to choose. But the reality is there are always ways that we can learn new skills, new habits, new patterns, new systems, or whatever that will support us, will ground us in our nervous systems, and allow us to choose from a space of conscious awareness versus running on that hamster wheel. So, and just merely surviving. Oh, so many good things here. So, a couple more, actually 3 more questions. So, question 3. How do I know if I'm making this decision because it's truly what I want or because my nervous system is simply trying to keep me safe? Great question. I hear this a lot in especially people who are growth focused because the comfort zone is it's comfortable. And we want to be in our comfort zone, and that's our nervous system, our ego. It's our comfort zone. It keeps us safe, and we make it, we strengthen that as much as possible. And here's the thing, it's doing its job. Our nervous system, our ego, it's doing its job. It's keeping us safe and protected. But growth happens outside of our comfort zone. And it's really, wow, this is a great question because it's like, is it something I want? Or is my nervous system trying to keep me safe? Ooh, this is a good one. What I will say about this is that this question actually helps recognize the difference between reacting from fear or responding from intention. So sometimes we react because our nervous system feels challenged, our comfort zone feels challenged. And that can be a reaction from a fear that we have. Or are we being thoughtful and intentional and responding from that space? So I don't have a direct, awesome answer to this question for you, but it does support us in connecting awareness and presence from week 1 into regulation and knowing that when I am more regulated, I do make choices and decisions because it's what I want and not out of a reaction or literally a reaction, whether it be from my body, my mind, my heart, my spirit, because something felt threatened. Fear is often urgent. Wisdom rarely is. Sit with that one. Fear is often urgent. Wisdom rarely is. So there's that. Question number 4. What can I do in the moment when I feel myself getting triggered? Excellent question that I love to answer. Some people like to call trigger activated, whatever it is. You feel in your body there has been some threat to your nervous system. You're feeling nervous, anxious, whatever it might be. And here's the thing is after discussing the why, people naturally want to know how. So it's really, I'm going to give you the how, okay? Give you the framework. One of my favorite tools, there's many different ways you can look at this. One of my dear friends teaches it, PB&J, pause, breathe, and choose joy. Another group that I love, the Exchange Factor, which I am very much a part of. We teach something in this fabulous tool called pause, notice, choose. So, and a breath is always a good thing. So I'm going to just say pause, hit stop, pause button, push it, pause. No need to respond, react, or anything in that moment. Allow yourself to take a breath, to ground yourself in whatever moment is, whatever's happening in that moment. And then make a conscious choice from your prefrontal cortex versus your survival part of your brain. How I teach this in a lot of my emotional intelligence spaces, in all of the work that we do, is it's pause. Allow yourself to name what it is that you're feeling. So name it to tame it. To cognitive behavior therapy terminology, name the emotion, name it to tame it, whatever triggers you. I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling compassion. I mean, it could be anything, right? I'm feeling it. Allow yourself then to feel it. So name it to tame it, and then feel it to heal it. So often we want to just skip over the emotion because it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. And so we're just like, next, me included. And I've learned over the course of the last several years being in this work is that I get to allow myself to be with that emotion, not sit in it, to be with it, to let it sit beside me so that I can learn what I get to learn from that moment. Otherwise, guess what happens? We have more moments to teach us the same lesson that we weren't willing to pause long enough to get the first time or the third time or the 10th time or the 11th time. So allowing ourselves to pause, to breathe, to acknowledge what it is that we're feeling, to allow ourselves to feel it, and then move to that moment of conscious choice. One of the best tools that I can give you. And it comes through practice. Over and over again, it comes through practice. Emotional intelligence is all about practicing. So here's the thing is we will never completely eliminate triggers, no matter how much work we do on ourselves and on our nervous systems and so forth, because we are human experiencing this mortal experience on earth. We will have moments that activate us. And with the work and the foundation, the work of emotional intelligence, then we have different tools that we can utilize so that that trigger doesn't go too far, or doesn't take me out of my life. I remember a time before I had these tools that a child came to me and shared with me something deep for them. And I went into best martyr mom ever mode. And I was in bed for like a week, just sad that I failed my child. And I didn't fail my child, but now I can see that in that moment I feel like I did, and it completely took me out of the game, completely took me out of my life. Of course, I had been experiencing some unresolved trauma that it just like whoosh comes back when that happens. But now I have tools, and that's why I'm so passionate about sharing these tools with you, my friends, my family, and my family. So here's the thing: we will never completely eliminate the trigger. You can learn how to change how you respond to those triggers or when it is that you're activated. Last question for tonight. I love these questions. So, question number 5. Can one regulated person really change the atmosphere in a relationship, a family, or a team? The answer is yes, 1000%. This question takes us in from like our own personal transformation of the ripple effect, but our own personal transformation into the ripple effect that we cause because of how we show up, how we are present, how we are aware, how we understand our nervous system. And when I walk into a room, if I walk in grounded, it is absolutely going to impact the people in that room. 100,000%. So this is where we get into social and relational intelligence as well. And this is the thing is, this question reminds everyone why this work that we do matters. The work that we do, it leads to change. Because I can show up in my life, I can live my life like there is nobody else around me. But that's not reality. We are not on this earth alone. There are people around us all the time, whether it be on Zoom or in our home or at our work or at the grocery store or in line somewhere, wherever. There are people. and my favorite thing is supporting people and learning how to be in relationship with not only themselves, but other people. So regulation isn't just for me. It's not just for you. It's literally me to the we ripple to the us ripple. And how I walk through this world, how I show up. And when I'm grounded, I create groundedness wherever I go. If I show up disheveled and stressed and all over the place, I create that. So just experiment with that. Like be in curiosity around it, and also experiment and notice when you walk into a room and how you're feeling, or even when someone else comes into a room, when someone storms into a room and you can feel the energy of them just having a bad day, it's fascinating. So be aware of that. Take notes. Mental notes in your heart, notes in your spirit. So regulation changes not only us, it changes our marriages. It changes how we parent. It changes how we lead. It changes how we work and the people that we work with, our workspaces. And here's the beautiful thing. Regulation ripples. The perfect example of our ripple effect challenge, right? How I show up and in my regulated nervous system ripples out to the people around me, just like any other energy that I bring forward or I bring in with me. So I really appreciate these questions tonight, because if I boil it down, it would be question 1 was, why do I still react this way? Done all the work. Why do I react this way? This is again going back to week 1 and awareness. Question number 2 was around, is this who I really am? Personality versus the nervous system, and goes into our identity. And then question 3 was, how do I know what's really driving my choices? And this is the power of discernment and learning and discerning that. And question 4, what do I do in the moment when I am activated? How do I respond versus react? And then number 5 is really why this matters. And it matters because it's about relationship. Leadership, relationships, synonymous. How I live, how I lead, how I love, they are all connected through how I show up. In my presence, in my awareness, in my nervous system being regulated or not, right? There's the contrast. So here's the question, the last question I will leave you with for tonight as we wrap up a dinner with Dawnese. And I'd love to receive your questions. So please, we'll make sure that the link is in the chat. But if you have questions that you want to submit, if you want to even post them right here on Facebook, to the theme for the week. Happy to answer your questions. So, the question I would leave you with tonight is, what would change in your life if your nervous system no longer had to work so hard to keep you safe? Let me repeat that one more time. What would change in your life if your nervous system no longer had to work so hard to keep you safe? $1 million question right there. Whew. So that's what we do. That's the kind of thing that we support you in creating and understanding and knowing, is when you regulate your nervous system and allow conscious awareness to take place, so this undertow is not constantly taking you out of the game, but that your regulation of your nervous system is keeping you in the game of life, the game of whatever you're up to, the goals you're setting, the things that you're reaching, whatever you're accomplishing. And so that is why we continue to do this amazing ripple effect challenge. And I hope that you'll join us and join me next week as well. We'll have a new theme for next week. So stay tuned for that on Monday when I come on and do a live introducing the theme for the week. And then we have various posts that you'll see, and then Ask Me Anything on Thursdays. So I hope to see your questions for next week. And until then, have a wonderful night.